HVAC is really the most important factor, along with plumbing, in any build. Commercial, residential, retail, square footage doesn't matter. If you have a better build, you have value. We're a commercial general contractor and a residential custom builder in Chicago and Western Michigan. Historically, we've been a custom home builder, very, very luxury finishes and lots of building science, and that's really where we built our roots. We want to build a multi-generational home.
They were originally just trying to renovate a house and instead ended up with a full new build. It seems like a very large and expansive house, but in reality, we're dealing with inches when it comes to making the most out of these spaces. We're trying to create a space that was very unique, was going to grab somebody and feel like it was the house that was for them. We brought in a lot of these rounded curves, brought in some archways.
With LG, it was just a completely custom experience. The kitchen is fantastic. We have a gas forced air furnace in the basement and a multi-positional air handler on the third floor, and that's connected to a heat pump outside. Originally, our engineers had specified 2 tankless water heaters because we just don't have a lot of space in the mechanical rooms. If we have a multi-generational home, do we want a tankless water heater that doesn't have a ton of capacity? So what we ended up going with was an 80-gallon heat pump water heater in the basement, which will give plenty of capacity. The exterior heat pump and multi-positional air handler are tied in to everything else in this house, from bathroom fans to kitchen and laundry appliances.
We like to make our buildings open and light and airy. It's a balance. The more light you bring in, the more heat you introduce to the house, the more you have to fight against that, and the opposite is true in the winter.
The LG team recommended that we put a heat pump system on the top floor. With the LG heat pump specifically, you can in fact use that heat pump system in Climate Zone 5, which is fantastic because it allowed us to do all these other things to elevate the home. And this is in layman's terms of what it's doing, but heat rises. And if heat is already rising, then let's work with it. By having this heat pump system on the third floor, we can then integrate that heat pump throughout the entire house.
You're wanting to keep your home as stable as you can because all the materials that you have in the house, what it's built on, those materials expand and contract as the temperature raises and lowers, as well as when humidity changes. You get cracks, you have things that shift away from each other, and by keeping that constant, you fight that. The system that is in place is going to keep things as constant as it possibly can. It's going to monitor the different changes in the environment and adjust as needed. Clients are very like, I don't see this. Why is this important? No, this is what keeps your home lasting longer and keeps it from fluctuations. We're not going to have any issues with the type of wood that we're choosing. We're not going to have any issues with any of the tiles that we're looking to specify. We can do the best work that we would like to put forward and not have to worry about it.
The equipment itself is quiet, but when people walk into a home and they know it's a luxury home, it really comes down to air and acoustics.
The sounds of the systems in this house would be not even recognizable. That would be a win for us.
Building science really comes to how the house is operating and supporting itself, to take the architecture, the interiors, the finishes, and the utilities, and have a building that works. The LG team really took their time and got consensus, and by the end of it, we were really excited.
As soon as you walk through the door, a well-designed house that has design intent speaks for itself.